Yes, we are live on our Facebook group. So if you missed today's session, please go ahead and watch from our Facebook group, that Fabulous Lifestyle group. And for those who are in today, it's a good session, it's engaging. If you're on Zoom, you'll be able to type on the comment section so that as we continue, I could respond to your questions. If you're on Facebook group, you can comment there, I'll respond to you. So let me just display what we are going to discuss just shortly. Minute. Fantastic. This is our topic for today. It's super exciting. And for those who joined on Facebook, yes, as I've said, please comment. Those on Zoom, you can open your mic and you can respond to, or you can ask a question or respond to any comment that comes up. So today we want to check or want to look at the power of accountability partners. And in fact, what's an accountability partner? Perhaps that's what you are asking yourself. So before we get to responding or to answering that question, I want to first share with you some quotations, some quotes from some of my mentors. The first one is, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, you go together. This is where the accountability partnership comes in. Chubaria is actually one of my coaches. She's from Netherlands, but lives in London. And yeah, don't worry, I'm just welcoming the people on Zoom. So when you find me posting a little bit, it's because I am allowing them in. All right. So if you want to go far, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. If you want to go fast, you can as well go alone. But the question I want to ask you today is, if you're alone and you're going very fast, is it possible as human being to just be going very, very fast? Welcome, Helen. We've already started. You'll catch up as we go along, but this is our first slide. So if you're going very fast and you're going alone, if you look at human beings, how many people have succeeded in life when they were moving so fast and all by themselves? Most likely you haven't seen anyone. But when you see a cohesive team, a team that works together, and even if they move at a slower pace, they go so far eventually. I want you to think about your chama, if you have any, or those people who have chamas and they have invested, they have bought property as a group. They have actually outperformed an individual who tries to work on themselves and trying to achieve goals on their own. Yeah. So those are the things I want you to think about as we introduce this topic, as I said, of what is an accountability partnership all about. The second quote I want us to share today is, if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, you will keep getting the same results. I'm sure you've experienced this. If you have been doing things over and over again, you will keep getting the same results. And this is how most people, you hear them saying, I have stagnated in my career. I've stagnated on my business. I've stagnated, I can't move. It's because the strategies that you used yesterday are the same ones that you're using today. And perhaps they are not working for you, right? So if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, you will still continue getting the same results, and you may never even come out of there. And that is why perhaps accountability partnership, where you are working in a team or working as two people, check and challenging each other, you can move a little bit, ahead a little bit faster, and perhaps you learn new ways of doing things. So those are two quotes for today that I want you to think about. All right. So let's continue to the next one. Describe for me in 3 words Who is an accountability partner? Who do you think is an accountability partner? Because that is the topic for today. You can type in the comment section. If you're on Facebook, type on comment section on Facebook. If you're on Zoom, type on the comment section. Who do you think is an accountability partner, and what does that person do? You can type what they do, or you can type who you think they are. Type. All right, can I see any? Who is an accountability partner? If you don't know who it is, you can guess, maybe from the description, from the words. Accountability, what is that? What do you understand by that word? Okay, let me read here. Accountability partner is someone in the same journey with me that keeps me in check. Excellent, Helen. That person who is on the same journey with you and keeps you in check. That is so perfect. I love that. Any other idea who is an accountability partner? If you're on Facebook, please type also who is an accountability partner. But I think Helen has stated it very well. It is that person on the same journey with you and who keeps you on check. I'm actually trying to see whether we have anyone on Facebook who's commenting, and I haven't seen any. No worries. So yes, fantastic. So as Helen said, an accountability partner is someone in the same journey with me that keeps me in check. Let's go ahead. Yes, it's someone actually that helps you keep a commitment. And that's what Helen is also saying. Someone that keeps you in check and helps you keep to a commitment. And as you can already see, that if you had somebody who reminds you or who actually triggers you to actually commit to what you started doing, it's much better than being all by yourself, trying to remind yourself, even if you sometimes you fix things in a calendar and sometimes you even forget. I'm sure you agree with me that sometimes you can even have a whole calendar listed all the things that you want to do, but somehow you never get them done, right? But if you had this accountability person, somehow they keep you in check and somehow you get to tick a lot of done items more often than not. So let's learn a little bit more about this accountability partnership. There are two types of accountability partner. One is public. Public is where, for example, you can go into a group, maybe a Facebook group, and you announce there and say, I'm going to do this, this, and that. I have seen, for example, some of the celebrities. There's a celebrity actually in Kenya who was building a home for another celebrity who had actually, I think been kicked out of the house and somehow he didn't have money. And he went to Facebook and said, we are building this home for this person. And he kept announcing on social media where they have reached, what challenges they are getting, and eventually they handed over that home to that family. So that is a public accountability. What the good part with that is that, yes, people will commit to complete what you started. The downside is that, for example, if that celebrity did not complete what is stated, you can imagine what could have happened to his career, to his publicity, and so on and so forth. So if you're going online to use the public accountability route, you better be very careful what you're saying. Perhaps you could have a small group, like for example, right now we're in a small group in our Fabulous Lifestyle group on Facebook. And maybe you can shout there and say, this month I'm going to complete XYZ. And those people in there will cheer you on, and you find that kind of warmth helping you to be able to accomplish that. So that is a public accountability. The second one is about having a buddy. That is your two of you, and perhaps to meet so often, and you remind each other what have you achieved? Did you achieve what you planned to do last week? Or did you plan, whatever you plan to do in the last few days, have you achieved? And then you discuss. And then somehow you will get some idea through that conversation, or even another kick to continue going. Because sometimes you may give up along the way. Sometimes when you have tried something so many times and it's not working. So during that buddy conversations, you find yourself, being able to push yourself a little bit, further. Imagine yourself, for example, you have decided you're going to be jogging every morning and you're all by yourself. If one day you wake up and decide you're not jogging, there's nobody to push you. But if you had a buddy that you jog with every morning, somebody will call you and say, oh, are you ready? Let's start. All right. And because of that, you find yourself achieving those milestones you set for yourself. You find yourself actually waking up in the morning, the time you've agreed with your buddy, and you'll actually get to jog. So having an accountability partner, either one or even going publicly, or even having a small group, 5, 10 people, is very, very useful. All right. And we'll see even how this whole process works. So what are the benefits of an accountability partner? An accountability partner is there for encouragement, encourages you during setbacks, or when you plateau, or when you even experience lack of motivation, and helps you beyond momentarily failure to see a bigger goal. Because sometimes, let's discuss that last part, momentarily failure to see a bigger goal. Because sometimes you want to perhaps build a home, for example, by this contractor who is failing you. That doesn't mean that you stop building the home that you wanted to build. That's a momentarily failure. It's a small thing that you can either let him know, that is your contractor, that what you expect, or you change the contractor. But sometimes it can be so disheartening if these people have your money, they are not refunding you, and so on and so forth. So those kind of things are the ones your accountability partner will be helping you overcome, and even wake up the next day feeling motivated and looking forward to achieving what you set out to achieve, right? So encouragement is one of the benefits of having an accountability partner. The second one is honest feedback. It's an important part of being accountable to someone, is for the purpose of giving them permission to be honest with you when you're off track, or pointing out areas where you may want to focus more of your efforts. So what this tells you is that you need to have this person. It's a person that you respect so much. You cannot have someone that you don't respect, because if they give you some hard feedback, because your accountability partner is supposed to be very forthright with you, right? They should tell me, Lucy, yeah, I know you said you'll do X, Y, Z, but I think you're feeling yourself here and there, right? So if I allow someone like that to be very forthright with me, it needs somebody who is my peer, or even someone who is my mentor or my coach, someone I respect, to be able to allow that honest feedback. And this pointer is telling you, then you need to be very careful on what type of accountability partner you choose. So choose somebody that you have mutual respect for one another, so that you're able to be very honest with each other, and you're able to swallow that bitter pill sometimes, because some honesty can be rough, but you need to swallow it and be able to work at it, because we are not perfect. We have blind spots, and our accountability partners will be able to pick out those blind spots that we have, and be able even to put a pointer for us to be able to work better, or to be able to improve a little bit. And as I said in the first quote, if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, you'll keep getting the same results. But this accountability partner is trying to help you to see something differently, because they're being honest with you. And what that means is that you're not doing the same thing over and over again. There's something different that you can look at things as you go along. So those are just two main benefits. There are many other benefits, and that we can look at, but today those are the main ones. So in an accountability partnership arrangement, There's some success factors. One, be very specific on what you want to achieve. You cannot be amorphous. You cannot say, I want to be rich by the year 2025. What does the word rich mean? Okay. I want to be wealthy. What does the word wealthy mean? So you need to be extremely very specific. By 2025, I want to have achieved this amount of income, and you have to quote the figure. The other one is identify a time frame to complete the goals. In fact, next week we'll be discussing about goals on the book that we are reading. That is Eat That Frog. We'll be discussing it on Sunday next week. And we'll be looking at goals themselves, how to set goals. Yeah. Because this one, if you have not set your goals properly, right, even your accountability partner may not be able to help you. So you need to have set a goal, need to give it a time frame, so that even your accountability partner will be able to remind you, remember, you only have 1 week to go. Yet you've only done 20% of you have only achieved 20% and you have only 1 week to go. So when they remind you of that, then you're like, oh my goodness, right? Because that goal is very specific. Yeah, in fact, I'm also speaking to the third point, avoid broad and vague and unrealistic goals. Be very specific. We'll have an example just now, shortly, on how to actually set those goals. The other one is fix a time for regular check-ins with your accountability partner. Yes, if you say you're going to be meeting on Monday at 3 p.m., make sure every Monday, 3 p.m., you both dial in or you both meet up face-to-face and whatever you've arranged, right? So just keep that time, because you respect one another and you don't want to let each other down. The other one is establish a communication tempo, pace, which you're comfortable with. Don't be too fast or too slow or whatever tempo you want to define. You can say we'll be meeting for 1 hour and we'll only discuss 3 goals for that 1 hour. And then the next week, we discuss the next 3 goals. That is if you have like 10 goals, all of you, or rather both of you. So you're the ones to decide how you'll be collaborating and discussing those milestones. The second last is mode of communication. Is it text? Is it emails? Is it phone calls? Is it videos? Is it face-to-face? It's up to you to decide. In this era since last year where we are online, Zoom is actually working very well for this, so that wherever you are and you have agreed on a 1 hour, someone can take a break from wherever they are. And for that 1 hour, you review each other's goals and milestones, give each other feedback, and move ahead and go back to where you are. Because face-to-face in the past has been very expensive, especially if both of you don't live near one another, can be a bit expensive. But if your neighbors, you can always sit somewhere nearby and just have a chat, go through the goals that you have set. And then the last one is seek out an accountability partner who can be candid and honest with you and who can give you helpful ideas. Remember, this is not a gossip session. It's not a chit chat session. It's a serious working session where you speak to one another, review your goals, and it's a very professional environment, right? So, and you're giving each other very honest and candid feedback. So in fact, what you are normally advised is that do not select your best friend, the one you normally go for merry-go-rounds with and chit-chat with for this particular accountability partnership kind of, relationship. You need somebody that is more formal, because the relationship is very formal. It's not a chit-chat kind of a relationship. So be very careful how you select that person, because you don't want to waste that 1 hour or those 2 hours that you've set aside for these particular sessions. All right. So there is a right and the wrong way of doing it. And this, I've actually alluded to this. The first one is be on time. Make sure you do a check-in. Sometimes it's important even to text during the week, for example, and maybe by the end of the week, have the meeting. If you're texting, that means your meeting end of the week will not be as long as it would have been. And since this is somebody you're buddying with, you can also even ask a question, even through text or through a phone call, even before the next session. So decide how this arrangement will be like, yeah? Other than checking what you planned for last week, you also need to update one another. What do you plan for the following week or for the following month, depending on how you've arranged yourselves? So list your upcoming goals, ask for feedback, and you need to care for one another. Yeah. It's like a coaching session. Actually, that's the way I normally look at it. It's like you're coaching one another. So you need to care for one another. You need to be more accommodating for the other person. If somebody is not feeling well or whatever, or somebody was delayed because of something, remember, you are not each other's bosses. It's just that you're just giving each other feedback to be able to motivate one another. So just have that listening ear, listen very well, don't cut each other when you're speaking. Allow the person to express themselves, and and have fun while at it. Yeah, just have some fun. The other thing is that do not socialize or go off tangent and start giving other stories and so on, or shame or belittle the person. Yeah, their goals are their goals. Just be accommodative, listening. They know what they want to achieve. Just be, and accommodate what they want. Don't start looking at their goals as though they are small goals. They are real goals to them. Yeah. Don't even decide for them what they should do. It's up to them to decide then what they want to do. Yeah. And don't even offer advice unless they ask you to do so. But then you can be typing your questions in the comment section so that I can read them, and as I go along. And so that you also don't forget, yeah? Because as we go along, you might forget what you wanted to ask. Keep typing them in the comment section. All right, so those are the do's and don'ts. And that is how accountability partnership works, all right? So this is an example of a tracker. And this particular document will help you in, both of you, in putting together your activities for the week or activities for the month. What you do is, for example, you can say, I want to do some training, and I also need to do some business activities. So the trainings, what do you want to do? Yeah, maybe you do affirmations every morning. So if it's affirmations every morning, you need to say the target for the week is maybe a tick. Yeah, you normally give a tick. So there'll be 5 ticks if you are supposed to do 1 every morning. If you're supposed to do 2 every day, maybe 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. So the final will be a 10. All right. The other one is what do you want to do? Maybe you want to meet your coach. Maybe you want to complete an online training. What is this you want to do? So it's important for you to have this kind of a tracker. You can design it in Excel. It's a simple thing. But and as you can see, this particular example, it is very, very specific on what the goal is. If you look at the business activities, for example, is keep track of my finances. What that means is that every day I want to summarize how I've spent my money. Remember when we did the 50-30-20 rule, we talked about the 50% of your money should actually go to your expenses or your needs, right? So you want to track every day so that you are able to see whether your 50-30-20 is balancing or not. And for every day, maybe you want to track that. Keep track of my finances. Did you do it on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? So if you're meeting every Friday or every Saturday, did you do that? So you tick that. The second one is contact 10 potential clients. Maybe you're selling whatever you're selling, and maybe every week you have decided, or every day you decided you'll be calling at least 10 potential clients, meaning in 5 days from Monday to Friday, those are 50. Have you called your 50 potential clients? So your target would be 50. And then every day you will count how many have I contacted, potential. That means these are not your old clients, the ones who are already purchasing from you. These are new, you're building your market. And on Friday or Saturday, you'll be telling your accountability partner, I was only able to achieve 45, or I surpassed my target of 50. I'm now at 65, right? And that way now you are able to celebrate one another. All right. And so on and so forth. And eventually, this is how it will look like at the end of the week. So at the end of the week, when you're discussing this tracker, you're checking how much did I achieve like this person, this is just an example, this person achieved at the end of the week 17 out of 38 planned. All right. They said they do affirmations every day, 1, so that is 5. They meet their coach twice a week, that one they achieved. Complete an online course, they want to do that daily, but they only did that once. Keep track of finances, they're supposed to do 5. They only remembered on Monday and Thursday to do that. They forgot the other days. All right. And this is the way you're able to measure yourself. So 17 out of 38 divide by, multiply by 100. Are you even at 50% of your goal setting? And this is where now your accountability partner starts now asking you, now really, we need to improve. Okay. When we set goals, we get them done. Are we having questions so far? I think this is getting very interesting, isn't it? Yeah. It's very, very important. If you want to know where you're going, you really need to have this kind of a tracker. I would advise you, perhaps you start with your business. And then maybe you can also go ahead and do another one for your health and fitness. All right. If it's health and fitness, you can say how many times you could be going to the gym, how many glasses of water you'll be taking per day, and so on. You can add all that there. So you can look at various facets of your life and be able now to plan each. So if you start the first one, you say, my business. Then the second one, you say, health and fitness. Another one, you say, maybe intellectual. Intellectual is about you want to attend a course, you want to read a book, yeah, and complete it by this time, and so on and so forth, right? Those kind of things you can find it on the Life Mastery course. It's on amaracampus.com. That's my school. There's a Life Mastery course that even guides you on how you can set goals on your 10 spheres of your life, right? And this particular model is used there. So, and how you can actually set all those goals. So if you want that, perhaps you can sign up to that course. So anyway, but this for accountability partnership, for your accountability partnership, it's very, very important. Do you have any comment on how it can be used? You can actually create it in Word, in Excel, even on your phone. You can do that inside your phone. Yeah, you just write them down and then you keep ticking. You append, there is a green tick that you can append 5 of them if they're supposed to be 5 and you've achieved them on your phone. All right, so it's just up to you on what mode you want to use. So there are other types of activity trackers. We just talked about the Word and Excel tables that you can create. The other one is either Facebook or WhatsApp. These are the ones we talked about when it's a public accountability. If it's public accountability, like for example, the group that we have, that is a 52 weeks challenge, we're supposed to be actually challenging one another. Are you actually achieving your financial goals? We started this in January. We are now in August. And a number of people invested in the money market fund. Are they keeping up with paying every month or every week with whatever plan they picked to pay up for the money market fund? All right. You can also use a Google form. If you go online, you create a Google form and you share with your accountability partner and you keep updating. And finally, there's an app. It's a free app. It's called Trello. And you can also use that one. That one is good for groups because, yeah, it moves cards. Once a card is completed, you move it to completed section and so on and so forth. It's a very nice app when you have a group. So if you have an organization or a company and you want to measure how they're actually performing in the jobs that you're giving them in the office, Trello is an excellent tool to use, right? You can just Google it and find how it works. Any questions so far? You can type in the comment section. Questions? All right, let me finish this and then I'll drop it down and then I will invite questions. I can also check on Facebook whether we have any questions there. All right, I can't see it right now. All right. Yeah, so on Facebook, I can't see any comments there, but I can see Cecilia is tuned in on Facebook. Welcome, Cecilia. And yes, so let's keep going if you don't have any comments so far. All right, so two things. One of them is we have the 52 weeks challenge. It's a free group on WhatsApp where we track how we are investing. Most of the members there are investing in money market fund. And we were given a presentation a while back by experts on money market fund. However, if you want to join a VIP membership where accountability partnership, you'll not only get the free session like this, you'll also get formal training. Your business will be featured in our sessions. Like today, we could have featured you if you join that Fab Life membership group. Also, you'll have some team coaching and mentions in our various group sessions. And also you have an Amara Campus membership. This membership, you can access any of the courses irrespective of how much they cost. Then you will need to join the VIP membership, right? The VIP membership, there is a small fee you pay, and that is about, I think, $17 per month, if I'm not wrong. All right, let me just show you where it is. It's about $17 per month. And you can still ask questions as I look for this. Type your questions there. Any questions as we close? We are not closing right now. I'm waiting for your questions. And I'm also looking for something to show you. Questions about accountability partnership? Yes, so if you want to join the VIP membership, this is the link. I will share it. It's in dollars, but I can change to Kenya shillings right here. Kenya shillings. Yes, it's 1,700 per month. So that is how you join. Once you go to this link, which I'm going to put in the comment section, and I will also post it on Facebook a little bit later. You can join that group, and there will be formal training. You'll be able to access any training. All right. That we offer. Wow, I've copied quite a bit. Did I copy the one? Don't think even I copied. Just 1 minute. I get it copied properly. Questions about accountability partnership? Yeah, so that's the last link. It's seller.com/A5J3. Okay, so I'll post that in the Facebook group so that you can join. There will be a lot of training, a lot of mentorship, accountability partnership as a group. It's a group accountability partnership forum where we meet once a week, and free coaching. Actually, it comes with coaching as well. And also you can access the trading or like the life mastery, monetize your message. Those are courses that are in amaracampus.com, and you should be able to access just by paying 1,700 Kenya shillings per month. And you have access to anything that you need. Some of this money, actually, as you check the donate link on lucymunga.com, it goes to training those two girls. There are some girls that are in high school, and we pay school fees for them. So some of this money goes there. It's for, Fab Life community service, and that's what it does. All right. So any questions? Are we happy? Okay, I can see a question here. Last week and today's presentation recordings, are they available? Yes, they are available on FabLife Facebook page. It's the first link, the one I've just pasted. Munga Peterson. Yes, just if you scroll up on the chat on Zoom, the first link, if you click on that, you'll be able to see the FabLife Facebook group. Once you join there, this is where you find these recordings for last week, for those who missed. And there are people also live there, as you can see. Yeah. Any other question? Don't tell me I was so clear that you have understood everything. So who is interested in having an accountability partner? Because one way to have an accountability partner is one to join the 52 weeks challenge. It's on WhatsApp. It's on WhatsApp. And they put, yes, it's again, the third link. Again, the third link there on Zoom. If you're on Zoom, there's a third link. You can join that one. That one is free. You can join. The one I'm talking about where you pay the 1,700, that's a different, is a VIP membership, and it has a lot of training, mentorship, a lot of coaching that comes with it. But the one on WhatsApp, it's free. You can just click on that third link and you get in. Thank you. Yeah, great presentation. Thanks, Peterson Munga, for that. Any other comment? Fantastic. I think I've enjoyed this session, but we have about 15 minutes to go. You're supposed to complete at 8. Yeah. Let me see whether there are any comments on Facebook. All right, 1 minute. But you can be typing your questions, comments. Helen, any question? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Helen. Great presentation. So are we going to implement? Let me know whether you're going to have an accountability partner. But you can even choose your own accountability partner. Why not? Yeah, if you know, have someone in mind and you already have a template, the one I've just demonstrated, you can just start. All right. All right. Wonderful. Yes, Caroline, thank you so much, Caroline, and nice to meet you again, to see you again. Yes, we need accountability partners. So if you're interested in joining that particular group or the VIP group, the link, you have it. I'll also post it here on Facebook before we close. But I can see we are not having any questions. And for those who are already subscribing to that group, VIP group, thanks so much. Let's keep going. As more, the more the merrier, because it's quite an enriching group. Wow, for the Facebook, I will post later. I don't know. I'm looking for this link and it's on my phone. For the Facebook team, I'll post immediately after this call, which is just, oh yeah, I found it, which is just about to end because I can't see many questions. Oh, Helen, you lost sound. Something that you missed, let me know. Okay, what did you miss? Let me know what you missed when you lost sound. But I think I had finished presenting, so that was excellent. Okay, so I think I'll stop the recording for now. So that, yeah, but let me post this as well. So if you're on Facebook, I've posted the link there for joining the VIP membership, FabLife VIP membership. And yes, So once you subscribe, you'll get an email and you'll join the group so that we can keep our weekly mentorship sessions. So if no comments, nor nothing else, I didn't have anything else for today. I want to thank you so much for listening in, for asking those questions. Those who have joined the Fab Life VIP group, thank you so much. For those who are joining the WhatsApp group for the purpose of, that's a free group, all we are monitoring there is our financial targets for this year, 12 months from January to December, and we're celebrating people in January next year. That is our financial one. After the training that we had earlier this year, I think the training was either in February, around there, January or February, and we started the journey. If you are new in that group, well, I'll give you the instructions in the group once you join the Fabulous Lifestyle or Fab Life 52 Weeks Challenge group. And yes, so that's why we keep communicating and having conversations. Thank you so much. It's been a wonderful, wonderful session. And I've really enjoyed myself, actually. And I believe for those who have commented, I appreciate you. Let's keep the connection going. If you're not in any of the Facebook groups or Facebook or WhatsApp, please join any one of them because the conversations are happening every day. Thank you and have a lovely evening. Goodbye. Goodbye for now.